Hello, Gary Crowley here with DoItYourselfJointPainRelief.com, the totally free website that shows you how to provide your own pain relief for every single joint in your body. This is a video on the symptoms of tendonitis. I get lots of questions about the symptoms of tendonitis, which I'm going to share with you, but I also am doing this video because I want to make clear to you that you can probably fix your own tendonitis once you understand what tendonitis actually is. First and foremost, tendonitis is the inflammation, the itis, of a tendon. So a tendon goes from a muscle to a bone. It's basically the root of the muscle that attaches to the bone, and itis is just the Latin root for inflammation. So a tendonitis is the inflammation of a tendon that attaches to the bone. And basically every muscle in your body has a tendon that attaches it to a bone so that your body can function. Basically the muscle flexes, it pulls on the tendon, which pulls on a bone, and that allows you to do all these wonderful things with your body and stand and walk and sit and move. So the symptoms of tendonitis are basically a stiffness in the joint, pain in the joint when you go to move it, swelling, it can be a dull ache, just lack of function. You go to grab something, if you have tendonitis in your thumb, it just kind of doesn't want to engage and you feel the pain. And basically that tendon is inflamed from either repetitive use, which happens a lot in our culture, too much computing, the sports we do, same motion all the time. Those muscles get overused, the muscle gets tight, it pulls on the tendon gets inflamed. And what I just described to you is what makes your ability to fix your own tendonitis possible is because most of the time in these bodies, the muscle gets tight, it pulls on the tendon, and that's why the tendon is inflamed. So if you look at some muscles in your body, we'll just take a second here. This is your forearm, and here's all the muscles in your forearm, and they turn into these tendons that go down through your wrist and attach to your bones in your hand and the bones in your wrist and even some of the bones in your forearm. But basically, if these muscles get tight, they're going to be inappropriately yanking on those tendons all the time, and that tendon's going to get inflamed. So that's your forearm. This is looking at your thigh. There's your big thigh muscle, your rectus femoris, and you can see that turns into your patella tendon. So you flex that muscle, it basically straightens your leg. But if you're working out a lot or you're doing new exercises that your body isn't built up for, this tendon getting used too much will get inflamed from this muscle generally getting too tight and yanking on it. And then, we have our shoulder girdle. Our shoulders are amazing. They have all these muscles. This is the front of your shoulder girdle. All these muscles with all these white bits being your tendons attaching to all various parts of your shoulders to do all the amazing things the shoulder does. Here's the back of your leg, your hamstrings. You can see all these hamstrings become these tendons that attach down your leg. The top of your hamstring attaches to the bottom of your pelvis here. They've been cut away here. But those tendons attaching to those bones allow us to basically move our joints when we flex our muscles. So what I show you in all my videos, and oftentimes you can instantly get rid of your tendonitis, is I show you how to release the bellies of the muscles. And while it is inflamed and you do feel the pain or the discomfort where the tendon attaches to the bone most of the time, whether it's in your wrist or in your elbow or in your patella tendon or in your Achilles tendon. Your Achilles, you tend to feel it in the joint a little, in the tendon itself a little more. But basically, when you can manually release that muscle with the techniques I show you, it immediately releases the inappropriate tension on that tendon and thereby release the inappropriate tension on the attachment, and your tendonitis can often instantly go away. And now that doesn't mean if you go out and then do lots more of that same repetitive motion, you won't have to release it again, because sometimes our bodies do, especially as we get older, our bodies need that maintenance. If you're 15, you can probably go do whatever you want after you get rid of it, and your body will be we're good to go. Although I have a lot of little, high-end soccer players and lacrosse players and kids like that they basically work out like professional athletes now, so they actually too need a lot of maintenance. But my main point in going on about this in this video, after telling you the symptoms, is to let you know that yes, the icing that people tell you to do is fine, and don't do that same repetitive motion for a little while. Great, that all helps the inflammation go down a little bit. But if you don't get rid of the cause of it, it's either probably going to come back or won't go away at all. And once you are empowered to know that, oh well, after I hit a lot of golf balls, I have to come up here and I have to release my tricep so that tendonitis doesn't come, or I'm feeling it a little bit while I'm out on the range, I can reach up here and fix it right now so I don't have to go home without hitting my golf balls. Or I'm at work all day in front of the computer and my wrist hurts, I can undo my tendonitis myself. And that's basically why I built my free website. There are millions and millions and millions of people out there who are in pain, who don't need to be. So whatever is bothering you, whether it's your wrist or your thumb or your elbow or your shoulder or your knee or your ankle, please visit my website. It's all free. Just click on the joint that's bothering you and I show you how to release it. And 95% of the time, you can actually fix yourself. If you got a broken bone, if you've got a tendon that's ripped off the bone, obviously you're not going to be able to fix that yourself. But most of the time, 95% of the time, the pain you're experiencing, your joint pain that you're experiencing, you can fix yourself. So thank you. I appreciate your time and I look forward to hearing how it goes. Feel free to hit the Contact Gary link at doityourselfjointpainrelief.com and let me know how it goes. Thanks. Appreciate it.